Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the VOG series. This is episode 4. We're going to be doing a very popular car today, and just a hint, it was a huge hit in the 40s and into the mid 70s until Volkswagen, well, not Volkswagen, the company didn't decide to make it anymore until 2003. This car was made in Germany and then sent to US. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the car we will be doing today is the Volkswagen Beetle from 1940 to 1965. I think this should have been the oldest car in the game because it was made in 1940 and was bought into the United States by 1963. And everybody's been using it since then. So we're gonna get this in a Panama beige color for $25,000. And let's spawn it on an open parking lot. This car is very, very small. I like to call this car the elephant, mainly for this part of the car because it droops. It droops down to the bottom of the car. And in fact, this is not where the engine is. This is where the engine is, because the engine is located on the back of German cars. This is where people put spare tires and luggage in. So this is the bumper. This is the front bumper. It has its license plates on and blinkers above the extremely large rims, or fenders as they're called. And same thing for this side. For the rear, it's a bigger bumper, more features on the bumper, including mufflers and reversing lights. And this handle right here is to open the trunk. Well, I wouldn't say trunk, I would say hood, because hoods are for engines and trunks are for luggage, based on how you use them. I believe this car has about 120 to 300 horsepower. Yeah, so without further ado, let's start this car up. It's the same startup as most of the cars that we did. Now let's rev. A different rev this time. And I noticed that this this rear tire is moving constantly while I'm revving. This is the horn. And that's the same as the first two cars as we did. And now, let's take this to the main highway for speed testing. Let's not forget the headlights. And now let's do one final rev before we launch. .0 to 60 in 7.959 seconds. I calculated it. A top speed of 80 miles per hour, quite slow. And red light. I really like the rims on this car because it represents how old it is, and it represents its heritage. Believe it or not, this car was actually parked by my old home, and I used to see it every day, in this exact paint scheme. let's pull over at Subway to discuss some more features. We're just gonna let it go and let it reach up to 90 miles per hour. Oh, red light. Hi, Supra. Let's pull over at Subway, like we always do. Alright, time to discuss some more features. This line right here helps the engine from trapping smoke inside the body of the car so that eventually it won't catch fire. This is the right and left mirror. This is the right, this is the left. Let's discuss some cab features. Only one set of doors for the driver and the passenger. And there's, in fact, 4 seats. There's just no door because this car is enormously small. This rear bumper is very interesting though, because it has a lot of features on it. It has mufflers and rear lights, while this one only just has a license plate. Oh, that's cool. A new feature. The logo for Wolfsburg, or Volkswagen as I should say, is located on the top of the hood and not the bottom because the creators of this game don't want to copyright. I'm used to seeing these Beetles logos on the bottom. There's only a set of 3 right angles here and on the other side, here, here, and here. I could also count this as an angle, but we'll get to that later. Alright, without further ado, let's just drive it back to spawn, and holy smokes, I have a lot of chat notifications and I'm not gonna click on that. Always stop on the red light, as usual. What's that minivan doing stranded there? Well, I won't worry about it. Stay in one lane, as always. Red light. That's strange. The lights aren't acting so weird today. It's like it's stopping me at every time instead of making me go. Oh, there we go. You know, it would be cursed imagery if this car was equipped with the train horn. That would have been funny. Because if I owned the car, I would definitely do that. So I wouldn't consider it cursed. I red light again. I really like the braking system on the on this Beetle. It's quite unexpected for a 1965 hatchback. Turns out there's a lot of things out of this that you cannot expect from this little junkie. But this car is basically a piece of history. This car is legit a piece of history. That's what I like about it. It was a huge hit in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and everybody has been using it since 1961. It was even featured in a movie called, I don't remember the name of it because I saw it in school by the time. Alright, this is where the main chaos happens, as I mentioned in the last episode, because this is close to spawn, where all the chaos is. And surprisingly, it's empty. Except that very nice Mustang. Ooh, is that my favorite sedan? It is! It's the Lexus RS. It's the Lexus LS 400. I'll be doing it for a future episode. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed. That just about does it for today's episode on Vehicles of Greenville. Today we have recovered the 1965 Volkswagen Beetle STI. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of VOG. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any future episodes. And if you want, please comment on any suggestions of cars I should do next. Also, click on the notification bell to never miss out on anything I upload. That's all I have to say for now. This is the Almighty Doge YT signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.